Hi, Kat.
Hey.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Okay, I'm the only one who uses names here. That's fine.
How are you,
Hey,
Laura?
I'm
Laura.
great. Thanks for asking. How are you, Kat? We'll do a triangle of how are you.
I'm living the dream. I've got my seltzer. I'm laying on my giant pillow. How are you, Tom?
I'm alive. I woke up only a few hours ago, so a little sleepy, but I'm here. I had an energy drink. It'll hopefully help.
All right, great. So today I've read Siege and Storm.
Ooh.
Like a siege where you're gonna attack someone and lay siege to them, and a storm.
Okay, is this part of a series?
Yeah, this is the sequel to Shadow and Bone. Do you guys remember Shadow and
Oh
Bone?
my gosh. Actually, yeah, I'm so excited to hear what happens next. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely. What can you give me a little bit of a reminder? What happened in book one? Spark notes.
Yeah, Kat, do you remember? Can you help Tom out?
So I don't remember anyone's name, but except for Maul, and then oh my gosh, the dark one. And then okay,
Oh my
so there was that
God.
magical
It's the
girl and the
Darkling. The
Darkling,
Darkling.
and she had her light powers, and then she goes to magic school and becomes this like super cool sorceress. But meanwhile, there's this like total dark hottie that like is like, oh, I have feelings for you, but I can't act on them, and like like he's like the puppet master of like the royal court. Turns out nobody saw this coming with him being the Darkling, but he is in fact evil, and he has this like what's it called like the nether or whatever. It's like this like underworld where
Oh,
all
the
those like
fold.
yeah those
The
like
fold. The
vulture
shadow
ladies
fold.
live, and he wants to expand the fold for some reason. And then there was that bone necklace that they were trying to control this girl's magic with, which she
Oh yeah,
eventually
and then she
got
just
autonomy
like
back for some reason. Yeah.
yeah, she just kind of like said no, it's mine now, and
We
broke the
learned a
system's
teeny tiny bit
magic.
more about that in this book.
I should
Oh,
hope
nice.
so. They better
Yeah.
have a good explanation.
Well, I don't know if it's good, but it's a little bit more information.
Mm.
I don't like when books don't explain why they break their own rules because they
Mm-hmm.
should do that.
Yeah. So our main character's name is Alina, and
Alina.
then her boyfriend is Maul. You remembered that. Good job, Kat. And then yes, there's the Darkling in his edginess. You did a great recap.
Yeah, and he successfully expanded the fold,
He
right?
did successfully expand it.
Oh yeah, he takes
Yeah,
over
he
that
was like,
town.
Mm-hmm.
you're now all my vassal states.
Exactly.
Mm.
So at the end of that book, though, Alina thwarted that plan, and she and Maul fled and boarded a ship, and they left. And the prologue of Siege and Storm picks up on that very ship, and then they arrive at some small town. So they have fled. Alina and Maul are working as refugees, basically. We have a little, recap of our main characters because it's a new book. Maul is still smoking hot, and Alina is still a scrawny stick.
I thought she gained weight. Never mind.
Yeah, so in this book, if you. Well, no, she did. She did gain a little weight. She got healthier.
Mm.
But if. In this book, using your powers is tied to your health. So if you avoid using it, you get physically weaker. So you have to
Mm.
use them to maintain your health.
I see. I see.
Which seems a little inconvenient, honestly, if you're trying to be in hiding
Yeah.
and, like, hide your powers.
Yeah, because she's the only one who has these light powers, right?
Yeah, she's the only one.
Well, she should probably go somewhere hidden and use them daily or something, like
Yeah, so she
practice
so
or
she
something
doesn't
like
like
that.
flake away into the wind.
Yeah, what a concept.
Yes, so she is scrawnier than she was before, and there are rumors that the Darkling is alive and that he survived the when Alina left them there in the fold. Who is surprised? Nobody's surprised. And well, that stint as being refugees lasted not long at all because the Darkling and the Grisha have already caught up with them and they're here now.
Wow,
It is
that was
it
fast.
is chapter 1.
I mean, I guess you need conflict for a book, right?
Yep. So the Darkling can now make shadow monsters, and that is part of how they catch them again. Of course, Maul is once again being used against Alina. Well, they're both being used against each other. The Darkling's real good at this. He's just like, yeah, I'll kill you if you disobey. So they're both like, well, I guess I'll obey because they don't want the other one to get killed.
Dang.
So yeah, again, the Darkling can make these shadow monsters, and Alina can kill them with her light, but nothing else can really kill them. So
Mm.
it's easy to get overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
Jenya is there as well. If you remember Jenya, she was Alina's friend, but she did side with the Darkling.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
How'd
Hmm,
she get there? Like,
I see.
So
is she still on the Darkling side?
Yeah. She was the one who had the makeup magic,
Yes. Yeah.
who can, like, change people's appearances, and we're like, wow, that sounds like it has way more useful uses than just, like, making the queen look pretty, but
Was that
here we are.
also like the Darkling's mom?
No, the Darkling's mom was a different character,
Okay.
who, was also just there.
Yeah.
Genya was, like, the really pretty lady who was the magic user.
Okay. So I have a quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
The magic system in this book, right? Yeah, one of the schools of magic is like fire magic, right?
Yeah.
How is that functionally different from light magic?
It might be an application thing, honestly. They haven't gone too into depth with that, but I feel like it could just be an application thing since fire is just light and heat, right?
Yeah.
And light is also just light and heat, right? Because Alina can draw heat into her light. So I'm wondering if, maybe a sun summoner isn't that different from a fire summoner, as you have suggested, Tom. And it's just she's more attuned to bringing the light out instead of the heat out.
Hmm. Cause that makes me wonder if fire mages could kill these shadow things.
Well, they don't try on this book.
Wow,
God.
that's lame.
So that's rough. Maybe they are distinctly different.
Maybe.
I agree
All right.
with Tom.
So, okay. Thanks, Kat. Okay, so they're on a boat with the Darkling. They're captured. And the Darkling announces that they're looking for another mystical creature to give Alina another amplifier. Which shouldn't be possible, yet here we are. Because she still has the bone collar amplifier. And again, you're only supposed to be able to have one amplifier, but he's looking for a second one to give to Alina.
Okay.
And she's like, it's impossible. And he's like, I don't care. We're doing it.
It's like I will make it possible.
Oh, yeah. So Maul is tracking it because he is God's gift to tracking, and he can track anything under threat of Alina. So, the Darkling's like, I'm going to tear off one of her fingers every day you don't find this thing or whatever.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. The Darkling is being real creepy to Alina. He's saying, only I understand you and your power. Your little boy toy, he'll only grow afraid of you because he can't understand you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
This
he's
is-
a creep.
What if a groomer,
some-
you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say incel, but
Maybe
Yeah.
both.
So they find the mythical creature that they were looking for. It is a ice dragon thing,
Ooh,
which is kind of cool.
yeah.
And they are on a whaler specifically. So they're doing that. They are
They're whaling?
whaling the ice yeah, they're whaling the ice dragon.
Okay. Big Moby Dick
Like a
energy.
boat used to catch
I love
Yeah,
it.
a boat used to catch whales.
Okay.
so does this ice dragon live underwater then?
Yeah, it's a water dragon. It's not a flying dragon.
I see.
So maybe it looks more like a snake, honestly.
A
Ooh.
leviathan.
Yeah.
That's all.
It has another name that I wrote down somewhere in my notes.
Hmm.
A sea skip.
That is so much less
No,
cool.
a sea whip. A sea whip.
Yeah.
A sea whip.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So
That gives
is cool.
like a little like fish to me. See,
It's a big fish. A
Oh.
big fish.
I'll allow it.
So anyway, they're doing that. They're whaling on the sea whip, and then mutiny. So the Darkling has been being a total jerk to the crew, and the crew is like, screw this. So they mutiny, and it turns out they have magic users. So these are rogue users, like the Grisha, right? Well, the Grisha are not rogue users. These magic users are rogue. So they never, went to the magic school that Alina went to, which theoretically all of the people who have magic are supposed to go through the one magic school. So the government can control them. But we have some rogue users here. And so the airbenders, they all call some storms, which is nice. And between that confusion and, everything else, they get away. And they, so the mutinous crew, along with Alina and Maul, and then they leave the Darkling and his people on this other ship. And they also do have the sea whip, so they did catch it, and it's with them, not with the others. So they reel it in. And Alina's sad, but Maul helps her kill it because, well, the thing's gonna die anyway because it's already been stabbed a bunch of times.
How big is this thing?
It's big. It's like I don't know, big.
Like, are we
doesn't-
talking 7 feet long?
Probably
10 feet long?
I don't know. It's probably maybe if you held your arms out in front of you, like you were hugging a tree. That's how thick it is. It's probably pretty thick,
Pretty thick. So
and it's pretty long. Yeah.
30 feet long maybe?
Yeah.
How'd they get it onto the boat?
Well, they dragged it up to them.
Damn,
So it
that's
might not be
strong.
on the boat, but it's like next to the boat.
Okay.
So they kill it and they take the scales as an amplifier. The captain, by the way, he's the one here who's kind of calling the shots because he's in charge of the mutiny. So it's really a mutiny against the Darkling.
Mm.
So the captain is hilarious. They're talking with him and he's like, "I like having powerful enemies. It makes me feel important." So
That's a big mood, honestly.
yeah, he's basically a mercenary and he says that someone outbid the Darkling, so they are going back to the country to meet with them. So, the Darkling was paying him to, use this ship and have Alina and whatever, but someone outbid. So,
So, quick question.
yeah.
Why didn't the Darkling just, like, make some shadow monsters to attack the crew?
He might have tried, but they ran away.
Ah, okay.
And Alina can slash out a few of them,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so back to we have this amplifier, but Alina is nervous to use another amplifier because of unintended consequences. Because again, you're only supposed to have one. It's like a lesson about like greed in humans. It's like you're not supposed to have too much power, otherwise you will like I don't know, do something bad, like become the Darkling.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Alina has this little book of legends, and she actually finds a page in there that reveals that maybe this amplifier is one of a set of three. Because there's this one picture she's looking at in this book of legends that has a stag, a sea whip, and a firebird, right? So, and this is like, I don't know, it's probably explained more in the book, but basically, maybe like this amplifier set is an exception to the single amplifier only thing because the stag, the sea whip, and the firebird are a set. So Alina is like, I want to be stronger than the Darkling, so I want all of them. Teehee. I want all three of them. We just got the
that's
second one.
that's valid.
Yeah.
You've already gotten two.
Yeah, and
Might as
Mal.
well get the third.
Yeah, Mal is like, I don't know if that's a great idea.
Well, hey, I mean, if she has all three, maybe she'll just be able to close the fold.
It's true.
That's true, but all this greed stuff makes me worried.
Yes, the greed stuff is worrying. So there's a smith magic user. Right, remember in the magic users we have the people who can affect bodies, so like the healers, and the people who are the opposite of healers, as if they use the magic to hurt you. You have like the summoners, which are like the airbenders, the lightbenders, the darkbenders, whatever. And they have the smiths, the engineers, the nerds who use magic somehow. And well, no, it is like legit magic, but they're basically just like nerd engineers.
Yeah,
I can say that because I'm a nerd engineer.
they basically just hammer things.
Yeah.
And they're magically really cool.
Yeah, well, so the smith magic user makes the scales into a bracelet for Alina. So it is magic only because like he like literally forges it into a bracelet with like magic. So that's cool. Anyway, so now she has level 2 power. She is 2 amplifiers now and she wants level 3.
Level up.
Level up.
Which would you like to upgrade? Magicka, health, or stamina?
Magica. Which is why Mal is nervous.
Real.
And, Alina is remembering the Darkling's warnings that Maul will never understand it, can only fear it. So she's like, uh-oh. But nothing on that for now. So we enter a montage of traveling, training, and making friends.
God, these montages.
So, yeah, well, yeah, we got lots of montages in this book. They're on this boat, and they arrive closer to land. So
she makes friends with all of the crew members.
She makes friends with the crew members, that captain. She and Maul are having a great time. Right.
This is giving Tress and the Emerald Sea.
There's a good book. There's a better book than this.
That's sad.
Wait, you've read it, Kat?
Yeah, or I listened to it as an audiobook. It was excellent.
Oh my god, it was so good. Unfortunately, this book is not as good as that book.
That is unfortunate.
That should be the title of this episode. Not as good.
Not as good as Tress and the Emerald Sea.
Yeah.
Yikes.
This poor author getting compared to Brandon Sanderson.
Sorry,
hold
Lee
yourself
Bardugo,
to
we
the
love
best
you.
standard that you can. I don't know.
It's fair. Okay.
I guess.
Alright, so they're on the boat and they get closer to land. So a smaller crew, including them, get into a littler ship, which they can fly, which is sick. Basically, they use like the wind magic users.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're airbenders.
Yeah,
right?
they're airbenders. They use wind and they make this little ship fly. It has like sails and whatever.
Why didn't they do that with the
And
ship?
it might be too big for them to do it. Maybe they don't have enough airbenders to do that. Also, it's like secret technology. And I was just like, wow, using magic creatively. What a concept.
Yeah, that
I
is
mean,
nice.
you'd have to like engineer the thing that's to be flying to be light enough to fly,
Mm-hmm.
but also
Yeah.
sturdy enough not to like fall apart.
Yeah, it's like Legend of Korra, where bending and technology don't have to fight. They can complement each other.
Why don't the
Yeah.
magic
So
engineers just build a 747 airliner?
maybe you just don't need magic anymore then.
Yeah.
Maybe they already have.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So the captain, now that they're flying, takes them into the fold, and they go on a Volcra killing spree, and because Alina's there, it's like, let's go kill all the Volcra.
Wow.
And she's feeling bad because she knows they used to be people.
Yeah.
But then she has a vision of the Darkling saying that it gets easier, like killing gets easier. So she panics, and then the light goes out because she's panicking.
Oh.
But they do make it out of the fold and they crash land. So,
All right.
all right.
I anytime there's a montage of killing, I always think of the hit song "Push It to the Limit." You know, just have that playing in the background as you just go on a killing spree.
You're pushing
also, those
yourself
people-
to your moral limit right now.
Yeah, literally. But here's the thing, though. It's kind of like the Volcra are like zombies, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like those people would want to be put out of their misery.
could be. Doesn't
You know.
mean they're not fighting back though.
Like, if I turn into a zombie, put me out of my misery. You know
Understood,
what I'm saying?
hun.
That's so real, but I feel like also like we haven't even explored whether the process is reversible. Anything, you know what I mean?
I mean, you can hold out hope for that. If I end up eating anyone's brain, I remember that after the process is reversed, I'm done. Like, no. I'm not living with that.
Well, it seems like the Volcra are not having a good time. After all, they are kind of immortal because the original fold was created hundreds of years ago, and unless they can breed, which isn't really described fully in this book because it is a YA novel, I would assume they're the original ones.
Yeah, I'd want to be put out of my misery.
So, I mean, yeah, they're like magic. They're magically imbued with darkness or whatever. Alright, so they've crash landed. They are on the other side of the fold, and the captain, he suddenly looks different because he had a magic makeup user. Whoa! He was in disguise. Turns out he is the king's second son. He's a prince of the realm.
Okay.
Wow.
So, we, in the first book, we had vaguely learned a little bit about the two princes. We learned a little bit about the first prince and even less about the second prince. So, the first prince is just kind of a lazy boy. He likes betting on horse races. And then the second son is like out doing apprenticeships or whatever. Well, it turns out he was doing some boat apprenticeships and then he became a pirate mercenary. So,
That's kind of hot.
Honestly, mood. Yeah. I'm here for it.
yeah. So, Alina doesn't tell Maul about the Darkling vision because we need drama in this novel. And yeah, basically that's the entire reason. And then Alina and Maul are both pissed at the Captain Prince for lying. They're like, you lied to us. Because remember, we had a whole making friends montage.
Did he even have to be in
I hate-
disguise? Like, would we have even known what this guy looked like? You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe we wouldn't have, but
The Darkling definitely would have.
yes, he has specifically had bad history with the Darkling. That's why he's like, I like having powerful enemies.
Yeah, but I also do hate liar reveal plots.
Well, luckily it wasn't a super intense liar reveal. It was just a small liar reveal.
I'm breaking up with you because you look different than advertised.
It's called
Well-
catfish.
It's like, oh, yeah. It's like when men have issues with women wearing makeup.
Yeah. Alright, so the prince explains that his king dad and his older brother both suck at ruling. They're just like terrible people. Maybe not terrible people, but they just suck at leadership. So he wants the throne to save the country with Alina's help. And then he proposes to Alina because she's a sun summoner and she's a very powerful public figure. But Alina turns him down. She's like, I'm good, dude.
Crazy.
However, Alina realizes she is a powerful public figure and she has some bargaining power here, so she demands to be in charge of the Grisha. So they're going to go back to the capital together and Alina's going to be in charge of the Grisha.
Instead of the Darkling evil man.
Oh yeah, remember the Darkling kind of betrayed his country, so he's not there anymore. He is on the run, except he's the Darkling, so He's not on the run. He's always in power and control.
Yeah. Doesn't she have the rank of Darkling too?
She does.
So yeah,
Yeah.
she would be. She doesn't even have to ask for this. She already is.
Well, technically she still does obey the king.
Sure.
Yeah. So they're on their way to the capital, and Alina is like a spectacle for hope. She's being treated as a saint, and she's like, this is kind of weird, but okay. The prince is being creepy. He's playing up his and Alina's relationship because he wants to have himself associated with her. Because she's like this powerful symbol. He even kisses her once.
Ew.
No.
Yeah,
Creepy.
but no, don't worry, she's not into it. She only has eyes for Maul.
I mean,
Does she say anything?
Yeah, she slaps him. Don't worry.
Good. Okay. Yeah.
Once they're not out in public anymore, because she.
Empower women to slap men who randomly kiss them.
True, so true.
Yeah.
So speaking of Maul, he is the captain of her guard because she does need guards, I suppose. So some deserter Grisha come to her. So we have Grisha. Remember when the Darkling kind of took over and was being scary? Some of the Grisha definitely aligned with him, and some of them are like deserter Grisha. And they're like, I don't want to be associated with that. Because especially after the Darkling stunt in the fold, some soldiers and common people were turning on the Grisha, like attacking them.
yeah.
So, they basically the Grisha, like just the regular old magic users, they either have to go to the Darkling, be in hiding, or go to Alina. So they don't have a ton of options.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
At least they can use magic.
At least they can use magic. So, royal family update. The king is super sick and weak because Genya did kind of poison him. And then the queen is also no longer with makeup magic. Also Genya's fault. Pop off, girly, for ruining the entire royal family. And then maybe the older prince isn't as big of a pushover as we thought. He is, maybe stepping up a little bit. So they have a reunion. And then Alina is officially made head of the Grisha. Woohoo.
Is the queen's
Alright.
whole thing she was just pretty and now she's not? Like, is
Yeah.
she like some like hag looking thing now, or is she just like a normal person?
No, she just looks normal now.
Oh, okay.
Instead of being the most beautiful woman in the realm.
Yeah, apparently she was so beautiful, it was kind of like uncanny valley levels of beautiful.
I'm imagining like a ton of plastic surgery.
Yeah, like AI made a
No.
plastic woman. That's what she looked like, and now
Botox,
she just looks. Yeah,
lip filler,
Now she just looks normal.
the buccal
Okay.
fat removal.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so Alina goes to confront the Grisha, because even though she's named the head of them, that doesn't necessarily mean that she can lead them effectively, or they'll respect her. So she goes to them. And they are a little wishy-washy about her, shockingly. So she does a power display. She, destroys the ceiling, kind of. But she's also about to kill a guy on purpose as, a power display. And she's like, wait, that was a bad idea. Let's not do that. So she doesn't kill the guy, thankfully. But this power display between almost killing the guy and destroying the ceiling is like, oh, yeah, okay, she can lead us. That's fine. So she's like, ooh, that's rough. So she goes and takes the Darkling's room to get away from everyone. She's like, wow, that was weird. And she hallucinates him a bit more. And then she's kind of freaking out. She's like, is there a growing darkness inside her? Is that why she wanted to kill that guy?
God, it's like Rey Skywalker,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, the darkness.
Yeah.
It is giving Rey Skywalker. Or sorry, Rey Palpatine.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers, Tom.
That series isn't real.
Don't worry, Tom. Doesn't at the end of the series she just decides she's a Skywalker anyway?
Yeah.
That's a bigger spoiler, isn't it?
Well, if you've watched the third movie, both of those things are revealed in the same movie.
Yeah, but it's later.
Uh-huh.
We just
Oh, do we have a
pretend
huge
it
listener base that's watched the first half of the third?
We don't have a listener base. What do you... We've made 4 episodes so far.
But you'll listen to this in 2 years and be like, wow, look at how far we've come.
Yeah,
Look
maybe.
at all our listeners.
You can hope.
We can hope. My point is, who's watched the first half of the third movie of the third Sky Wars series? Wait. Of the third Star Wars series without finishing the second half of that movie?
Probably more people than you expect.
Oh, because they hated it?
I feel like a lot of people got to the point where the dude just says, somehow Palpatine returned,
That was in like
and
the
then they
first
just
five
turn it
minutes
off.
of the movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, then they stopped watching.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
my point.
The reveal that
Somehow,
hap-
Alina took her powers back from the Darkling.
Yeah. Was this reveal also revealed in Fortnite, like the Star Wars twist was?
It might have been. I don't know.
I mean, they were in the fold, so it was dark.
Maybe. Alright.
Maybe.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway.
So, the next day, we're here at the palace still. Alina goes to speak with the old tutor, who is the Darkling's mom. And she's in rough shape. The Darkling, took her eyes.
What?
So that's sucks.
She shall forever live in darkness is
Yeah.
the creepy poetry he would definitely give.
Yep. So, so she helped Alina escape. She, told her the truth about the Darkling.
Yeah.
So that's why he, punished her.
Oh my gosh.
So she is pissed at Alina for having 2 amplifiers and for looking for the third. And she basically says, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And is like, you were a fool for taking the second amplifier. I'm not going to help you go find the third one.
Alright, she didn't really have much of a choice in that second one.
Well,
to
yeah,
be
it was kind of just
completely fair.
put in front of her. Yeah, so that's rough. Alina's not getting help there. Hey guys, you remember that creepy priest from book 1? I didn't mention him that much.
Yes.
But he wasn't that important.
I do
Oh,
remember him. He
good.
was like, you're a
A
saint.
saint! Well, yeah, so her saintdom has really increased. So he's actually the head of the Sun Summoner cult.
Oh.
There's a Sun Summoner cult. I didn't mention that.
Uh-huh.
And there's these loyalists who are kind of suspicious because they're kind of radicalists. Yeah, so he's the head of them, and they kind of have this presence there, and they're kind of treated as an uneasy presence because
So
Alina isn't totally trusting of them, but they also worship her. So
What's so radical about these people?
I don't know. They want her to.
They view her as Jesus.
Oh, yeah, she's a saint.
You're the Messiah.
Yeah, that's why
It's
they're
like-
weird.
It's like the life of Brian. Have you seen that? Monty
No.
Python's The Life of Brian.
I need to watch it.
Kat, what about you?
No, sorry.
It's good. It's a man who is told he's the Messiah, and then he spends the entire movie being like, I'm not the Messiah.
Yeah. Well, again, Alina is the only one who has the light magic who can combat the Darkling.
Yeah,
so
they're like, checkmate. What else could you
yeah, checkmate. She's the saint.
Mhm.
All right, so
Checkmate atheists.
Exactly. Literally.
the Darkling's shadow monsters aren't normal Grisha power. They are some type of corrupted magic.
Oh.
So, you know how I was saying when you use your power, you need to use it in order to maintain your health. If you don't use it, you're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
When he summons these shadow monsters, it hurts him. So it's kind of the opposite effect. So it's corrupted magic.
Oh, okay.
So we have a little lore drop. So the guy who wrote that legend book, who discovered the set of the 3 amplifiers, right? So 2 of the ones that Alina have. He was actually using the same corrupted magic as the Darkling to do this. And the rumor is that the Fold was created by experimenting with those. Or the Darkling was experimenting with it because he's the one who created it. So, maybe Alina's gotten herself a little deep because she has these 2 amplifiers.
Yeah. She'd be experimenting.
Yeah. So Alina has another vision of the Darkling. It is definitely in her head because Maul was there and he didn't see the Darkling.
What?
He was there in the room.
Do we know why he's in her head? Is it it's just the 2 amplifiers give him some sort of evil connection?
They got some connection there.
I mean, the Darkling did kill her first amplifier, and they have not talked at all about how she broke free of that control. So
Don't worry,
maybe,
we'll get there later.
Maybe it has something to do with all that.
Honestly, you're
Yeah,
right.
we'll get there later.
All right, you got me. Okay.
It better have something to do with that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really disappointed in the fact that she just broke the rules for no reason.
There are rules, Tom. We just don't know the rules.
I need some more
I
lore
don't
drop.
like that.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
starving here for
I need-
lore.
You're starving here for lore drops.
Yeah, I am.
The first prince, he also basically proposes to Alina. He also recognizes the power of alliance and all that, but she kind of plays it off. She's like, oh, these princes are proposing to me. I just want my boyfriend. Anyway, we enter a training montage. So, We love a good training montage. We
Part
have
two.
the magic and the non-magic people. They're starting to work together. Ooh, shocking. We have the princes being competitive. You know, maybe a little competition is good for them. Improve both of their
It's
attitudes.
like a love quadrilateral.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She has so many options.
Yeah,
But she clearly only likes one of them,
Yeah.
true.
so it's not
Well,
really that much of
Maybe
a.
it's a pentagon because we didn't even talk about the Darkling.
It is some form of shape.
It's a form of shape, indeed. And also during this montage, Mal and Alina are both doing some social schmoozing,
Nice.
you know, to like make connections so they can like gain their power base, but they don't actually get to see a lot of each other. So,
So
That's
long
a
bummer.
distance.
yeah, long distance, even if they have their own room. Alright, so montage ends, and Alina Mal and some other people who they're friends with that I haven't mentioned yet because I don't care to, sneak out to a party because they've been working hard. They deserve to party. However, the priest knew they'd be there and corners Alina, trying to get her to lead the holy way or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so the priest is here. That's like, ooh, we don't like that. So they leave. Like, how do you know we'd be here? You're supposed to be like banished from the kingdom or something because you're the cult of these loyalists. Anyway, so Alina and Mal, they've been distant, but they have gone to this party. So maybe that will help. However, they go to kiss, and then the Darkling appears and messes up the moment because Alina's like, ugh.
What a cock block.
Yeah.
Literally. What a perv.
And then Mal misinterprets this. He's like, are you disgusted by me? So a moment's definitely ruined.
Oh,
Didn't she
gosh.
tell Mull that she keeps having visions of the Darkling?
No, she isn't telling him
didn't.
because the book needs drama.
Drama.
Yeah.
I don't like when people just don't tell other people about things even though they trust them.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, maybe Alina is holding something back because there's a growing darkness inside of her.
Well, maybe
And she
she should
doubts
share
Maul.
that with her best friend / boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
maybe
know
she
what?
should
Maybe-
work through that. with
Maybe that
someone
would
who
be the
she
smart thing
loves
to
and
do.
trusts. Yeah, crazy. What a concept.
What a concept. Anyway, they're not in a great place at the moment.
Oh my gosh.
This is sorry. I'm going on a tangent. This is my exact problem that I have whenever someone gets blackmailed in a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, just talk to someone else about this. Get someone else's opinion when you're getting blackmailed. You don't even have to tell them what you're getting blackmailed about.
What if they threaten to, like, kill your person if you talk to someone?
Oh yeah, the person that you trust is definitely going to tell someone else that they talked to you about that.
But Tom, if it was a movie, that person who you trust would be working with them.
Are you sure about that?
But then they would
Yeah,
already
that's,
know.
like, the logical direction
Yeah.
for drama.
It,
For maximum drama.
I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like it's like raised several generations of bad communicators, you know? Like this is where we learn.
it really has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
has.
no, that's a good point.
It's like anyone getting blackmailed. If you have someone you love and trust who you know isn't involved with this blackmail thing, or can really guess that this person isn't involved with this blackmailer, you can go to that person and talk to them privately. Like it's
Yeah.
not like you have a bug planted on you that will let the person know you've talked to someone, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
don't know.
I agree.
anyways, tangent over. Continue
Anyway.
telling me.
This might all be in Alina's head anyway, so who knows?
Gosh, yeah.
Alright, so it's the next day or something. The magic engineers, remember them? They, the one who made Alina's collar, he's still here. And he kind of says that it's a perversion, so he apologizes for making it. But, you know, the Darkling is the Darkling, and he imposes his will on everyone. But he says that if she broke it to remove it, probably disaster would happen. It, like, might make a new fold. So she definitely cannot take it off.
Oh my gosh, why didn't they put a clasp on it with their magic?
Because she needs a bone collar.
Bone clasp. I don't know.
What?
So,
Okay.
Tom
Another
made a great
phone.
joke. Did you miss it?
No, I cut out.
Oh, okay. That's sad.
What? No, what was the joke?
A bone clasp.
Just make a bone clasp.
Oh
bone
yeah,
collar.
there it is. Yeah, bone
Yeah.
clasp for bone collar. Yeah, I agree.
Alright.
We should have written this book.
We should have. You're right.
Should have been editors, maybe.
Yeah, fact checkers.
But then again, if we made the book more sensical, would it be as interesting? Checkmate.
It would probably be more interesting because we'd expand upon the lore of things.
Yeah.
Well, so Alina's making great progress in uniting the Grisha.
Nice. Networker.
So she's doing great. And Maul is distancing, which is sad. Alina feels isolated. She's also becoming kind of obsessed with the Firebird, and she's been seeing the Darkling more recently. Or she's been seeing the Darkling more frequently. So, uh-oh. And then the older prince is becoming lazy again. So it's kind of like he only wants the throne as a prize, not for the good of the people. So, you know, when he saw his younger brother as a threat, he was trying to shape up a bit, but now he's like, whatever. Yeah. All right, so another magic engineer update. They built a new airbender-powered plane.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So, yay, they have that again. And they also built a set of domed mirrors to, like, amp up Alina's power. So, like a microscope, but big. So she can shine light in it and it'll just, like, reflect a bunch of times and become way bigger.
Like
Is this
an
like a
anti-aircraft.
long-
Yeah.
Yeah, long-ranged artillery.
Yeah, this is long-range light magic artillery.
Nice. We love the glass cannon.
Yeah. All right, and then the rest of this is that Alina and the second prince, his name is Nikolai, by the way, they're practically flirting. Like, girl, what are you doing? Because Maul is being so distant. He actually ended up joining the Grisha Fight Club.
She's lashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the Fight Club. So when the Grisha train, they're not allowed to use their powers, but they have the underground Fight Club where you are allowed to fight with your powers. You know, it's unsanctioned. So he joined the Grisha Fight Club. So he's like non-magical fighting magical people. And he even has like another girl kissing him. So he and Alina fight. And then she finally tells him she's been seeing the Darkling. Thank you, Alina.
Yeah.
Finally, you've told him something. And
Finally.
he's like,
Another
oh no,
girl.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, to be fair, she and the other prince were, like, kissing, so they're both having issues.
Oh
They're
my
cheating on each other.
Gosh.
They're both cheating on
They
each other.
gotta end it. They gotta end it.
Yeah, they're having issues. So, Alina, she's obsessed with this Firebird. And people are obsessed with Alina. They're even willing to cause riots over her. But she is inspired about the potential location of the Firebird. She's like, wait, I know where it is. So Maul is like, great, I'm gonna go catch it because I'm miserable here. He's like, well, Maul is like, I'm not meant to be like in a castle living a fancy life. Like, I'm meant to be out in the field doing stuff.
Wow,
Which-
there's our crow boy.
Yeah.
Crow boy to compliment the plastic girl.
But you know, power to him to recognizing that he's not having a great time. But oops, that doesn't actually get to happen. So the older prince, he's an idiot, right? And he accidentally opened a path for the Darkling into their country.
How do you do that?
How do you accidentally do that?
So this whole time, it's been like a couple months of all these training montages and whatever. The second prince has really been like honing in on their defenses and like closing off their borders so that the other two countries to the north and the south don't have passages open for the Darkling to sneak into. Like, all the open passages have gates and whatever.
Very smart.
So what the older prince did that made him such a dummy is he went to one of the kingdoms and he was like, hey, let's make an alliance. Because remember, they're like also at war. They're just like at war always. So he's like, let's have an alliance. And part of the alliance was like opening up another trade route.
Okay.
So he didn't tell anyone that, so the Darkling was able to get in through that other trade route without anyone knowing, because they thought that, you know, like, they would be warned when the Darkling was coming because they have all the routes monitored. But because the older prince was a big dummy, he opened up another trade route, and Darkling was able to sneak in. And he attacks them.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. So anyway, the Darkling sends in some shadow monsters, and one of them rips the older prince's arm off. So...
Just
Whoa.
desserts.
Just desserts. So they leave him to die and flee, basically.
Wow. All right.
Because he's just lying there bleeding out.
I mean, when you doom an entire nation like that, do you save the man?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
he
I
just-
think his parents, the king and the queen, were like, ah. But the second prince, he's like, we gotta go. Because, you know, he's like, he's not in any shape to run around. He has his arm ripped off.
Gosh, your
He's
own
gonna
brother.
bleed out even worse.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that literally only Alina can kill the shadow monsters with her light magic. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
all
the
right,
free hand
so
of the market, and then they got rid of the
yeah.
free hand of the market. Okay, anyway.
So the prince and the king and the queen, they flee, and Alina flees to the Grisha, but 90% of them are already dead because that's what the Darkling attacked.
No way.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is sad. So the younger prince and the parents flee, right? Because on the second like plane that they built, and then Alina's zealots come to help. So that's something.
Yeah.
Her cult.
Her cult! They come to help!
Hooray.
So they get to this chapel and they're going to escape. And most of her Grisha are dead, but, you know, there's a couple of them left. And the Darkling meets them there. All right, confrontation time. So the Darkling says that every time Alina saw him, he was actually there in her mind, also experiencing it.
So he was watching her
Yikes.
kiss Maul.
Ooh.
Knew he was a
Yeah,
pervert.
there's a couple more. There's like a lot of meetings I didn't tell you guys about. There's some of them that are erotically charged.
No way. Why did you skip that? Laura,
Yeah, Laura.
tell us
come
right
on.
now.
They- That's all. That's literally it. They just like have like an intense moment. I mean, they still can't touch each other. They're only there in their minds, but it's like,
I think I literally read a Rey and Kylo Ren fan fiction of this exact scenario.
oh no,
This is crazy.
this book is Raylo.
This is. What are we on?
This book is
AO3?
Raylo fanfic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, so the
Can't believe you
Darkling,
skipped that.
we find out that he tortured and disfigured Jenya because she helped Alina escape on the boat way back in the beginning of this book. So that's
Yeah.
rough.
It's rough.
But he offers Alina to come with him and he'll spare everyone else. I mean, he's already killed like 90% of them, but he'll spare the remaining 10% if Alina comes with them.
Yeah. Okay.
So Alina's like, crap. So she goes over to the Darkling and Maul is livid. He's like, don't go over to him, you idiot.
Yeah, why do you ever believe anything
Yeah,
the
why
villain
do you
is
bel-
telling you?
Why do
Yeah,
you believe
literally.
anything he says? But then Alina is like, my power is yours and your power is mine because they are linked from the stag collar. Because, you know, the Darkling killed the stag and then put it on Alina, so that, like, linked their powers. And that's
That
why
is
he was, like,
Tom.
kind of nervous about the Sea Whip, and he wanted Alina to kill the Sea Whip, not for him to kill the Sea Whip and put it on her, because he didn't want to control her power anymore, because it's kind of like a vulnerable link.
God, what a
And that's how
complex
she was able to...
character.
Yeah. And he was worried she could use it in the reverse direction, which ends up happening. So Alina, because they're touching, she begins, like, she takes control of the Darkling's power now, and she begins to use his power up by making monsters, right? So making monsters weakens you. And she's ready to do this until they both die. She's like, I'm gonna make all these monsters and then gonna burn us up, and then we're all gonna die, and the world is gonna be free of us.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that'd
is,
be-
but Maul pulls her away.
Oh,
Come on, Maul.
dang it, Maul.
Yeah.
That would have been a great ending.
Yeah. So Alina's super injured, but they get away. They take Alina to the priest. They find sanctuary there, I guess. She's super weak, rough. She has white hair now. She can't summon light. We're having a rough time.
I'm sure she'll get it back. She's fine.
Yeah. By the way, this is the end of the book.
I'm
Wow.
sure she'll get it back. She's fine.
There is an epilogue. The Darkling survived, and he's now ruling the country. This was a short book. Nothing happened.
How did he end up ruling the country? Did people just like bow to him after he made a bunch of shadow monsters?
Well, yeah, the king, queen, and the prince fled. We don't know what happened to them.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
so he can just be like, I'm king now.
Yeah, he's just there now, ruling.
Well, he was like the second in command this whole time, right? Like that was his thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, succession of power.
I feel like someone would have just stabbed him. Has anyone tried? Has anyone tried just stabbing him?
Yeah, with like a
This is-
plastic
this is
lunch
just-
knife, like just right in there.
Anything.
You know.
Or
I
like,
don't
I don't know, a gun?
No.
Did
They
she
do
get
have
to-
guns, actually, in this world, so.
Did
They
she
have
get to
guns?
use...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just shoot him then.
Yeah.
I don't, like, did she at least get to use her artillery cannon?
So she does use it for like a demonstration where she like lights a bunch of trees on fire, but the Darkling and his little shadow goonies destroy it before she can use it against him.
No.
Lame.
Yeah, so they made it, and then they don't get to use
I
it.
wanted her to set her entire city on fire
Mhm.
and live with that. That would have been some baller stuff right there.
What, do you want her to become Daenerys?
No,
And,
I
like,
want.
raise the city like a lawnmower?
No, not raise the city like a lawnmower for no reason like Daenerys did. She just chose to do that. I want her to have the moral dilemma of, oh, there's a ton of shadows going through my city right now, and they're like ripping people apart and killing them, and the only way to kill them is by using my light magic. So I gotta like basically raise the city that I'm trying to protect it.
Fair.
Right, and afterwards she would have to live with that, that growing darkness that you mentioned so many times. Why can't they play into that rather than?
Yeah, you know what, Tom? That would have been cool, wouldn't it have?
Yeah, would have.
Tom, you should have written the book.
Yeah, I think this book, not a lot happened in it. It was the same length as the other book, but not a ton happened.
It's like
They got the second.
Yes, we have a
amplifier.
second amplifier. We got that in, like, the second chapter.
Yeah.
And then at the end of this book, we're basically at the same place we were at the end of the first book.
a whole lot of freaking nothing.
Yeah, Darkling's ruling.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
More people are
Yeah.
dead, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't actually... It is a trilogy, so there's only one more book. I haven't read that third book yet. It's still on hold at the library. It was due, like, 4 days ago, but the person hasn't returned it yet.
Mm.
Just so rude.
That is rude.
So, what do we think's going to happen in the next book? I guess we could all make wild predictions.
She's going to destroy the fold.
Is she going to get the third amplifier?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's gonna get the third amplifier and destroy the fold with.
But
all
is that
three.
going to destroy her?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's going to burn her up.
Ooh.
I think
Yeah.
she'll be fine. I
'Cause,
think
like...
she's gonna be like a little phoenix with the Firebird one. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna
Ooh.
destroy her and then she'll like, I don't know, become like a fully realized avatar or something. Like,
She'll be reborn.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because definitely, like, her character change started after she got the second amplifier. And, like, she started, like, maybe losing control to the power a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think her and Maul are gonna make it.
Yeah, they had a real rough downfall in this book.
But they are gonna make out in the next book.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Make-
Yeah.
Okay, prediction. How many men is Alina going to make out within the next book? I say at least 3.
I say at least 3.
She's going to make out with Maul, the Darkling, and the
And
prince.
priest?
All
yeah,
3 of
the
them.
prince, not the priest. Yeah.
Not the priest. Don't make out with the priest.
I'm actually going to take the under on that. I'm thinking just the Darkling and her Maul.
Oh, she's not going to make out with the prince. What if she does end up marrying the prince for politics?
She's not going to.
No, she's not smart enough for that.
No.
Okay. That's fair.
She's gonna marry her hunter boy.
Her hunter boy, who's maybe afraid of her.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
And he was an well, yeah. He's an edgy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to be out in the field.
That's true. Childhood best friends. Into lovers.
Yeah, but they're so toxic. Like, you know,
They are kind of toxic.
making
Yeah.
out with other people to make them jealous. Come on.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks here.
Yeah, everyone sucks. I feel like this book was kind of anticlimactic.
It really
That's
seems
crazy.
like it. Which I feel like
Like, I
always
feel like we
happens
just-
in the second books of trilogy, unless you're like the Lord of the Rings, you know, like, I don't know. There's like this pipeline.
Yeah, we just like
like
we just read this whole book, and we were only like 30 minutes into the recording, and I'm like, I only have 1 page of notes left.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is middle child syndrome right here.
Oh, the poor book, Siege and Storm. There wasn't really a siege. I always like to judge the title of the novel and see if it makes sense.
Yeah. Shadow and Bone
The
fit
Darkling
really
just
well.
kind of smacked them down. There was no siege.
When was the storm?
Maybe the storm at the end. It was a not a real storm. Maybe it was like a
Metaphorical storm.
Thanks, Tom. That was the word.
Yeah.
Metaphorical.
Yeah. I was thinking of the storm right at the beginning of the book, where the Aeromancers made a bunch of.
That's true.
That's
They
so
made a
true.
storm so they could get rid of the Darkling. I mean, that's cool. They don't, like, man, the original Grisha, they're so uncreative with their powers when they could literally be making storms by just combining the powers of the waterbenders and the airbenders.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I wonder if the Firebenders could just like hurt shadows.
Sorry,
that
Tom,
would
no one
be-
tried.
That would seem reasonable in my mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out next book.
They better.
Better.
Has anyone tried anything else against these shadows other than light magic and or metal weapons?
No, those are the two things they've tried.
Oh, God. All right.
Well, they don't have that many other options.
They have literal magic users everywhere.
Well-
They had, I should say.
Like,
an
they
army.
could have, like,
Yeah,
lit
well,
a
now-
fire and put a bunch of mirrors around the fire. And I feel like that would have been enough. You know what I mean? Like,
That reminds me of, like, Doctor Who and the Weeping Angels. Like, you trick them into staring at each other so they can never
yeah.
move again.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. Those things are scary.
Yeah.
Those things are scary.
I still have never seen that
However-
episode. I think I avoided it.
Yeah, 'cause it's scary.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like, I think I watched that when I was, like, 12 or something. That was freaky. Like,
You know what?
oh.
You know what the creepiest thing about them is, Kat?
Hmm.
They exist in the images too.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Like if you take a
really?
picture of one, it'll move in the image
No
and come out
way.
to get you. Yeah.
I think I remember that in the show, actually.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
watch this.
Like, in the
episode.
TV.
Feels-
It's good. It's
a
it's
really
it's
good
not October
episode.
yet. It's still September, but
It's basically
spooky
Halloween
month.
already.
It's
yeah.
it's spooky season.
spooky
You're allowed
season.
to be spooked.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. If you're here,
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us ramble for an extra 15 minutes.
listen, the recording was too short. Otherwise, the book was so short.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited
All
for
right.
book 3.
Yes. Join us next time for book 3. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.